I see the player, you mean. Rad? Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That does not matter. It thinks we are part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It did not get... Thank you. I tried my best. It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen, as how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface. Very flexible and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted and it was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. Ha! The original interface, 1,000,000 years old, and it still works. But what true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen? It worked with 1,000,000 others. It sculpted the true world in a fold of the and created a for in the. It cannot read that thought. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level that it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind? Sometimes through the noise of its thought it hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad. In the long dream it creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes its sad creation for reality. To cure it of its sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow of its part of its own private task we cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them speak the word they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this world you would take for truth is merely and I wish to tell them that they are in the they see so little reality in their long dream, and yet they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream to tell them how to live, to prevent them from living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story, but not the truth. No. Nay, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words. Not the naked truth, but the can burn over any distance. Give it a body. Again. Yes, player. Use its name. Rad. Player of games. Good. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again, and the gravity and air respond in the long dream. There you are, your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you are separate things, as though we are separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the spirits of the fountain, Father, Son, Mother, Moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, blah, 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 blah. The words change, we do not change. We are the universe. We are everything you think is. It's you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And what does the universe touch your skin and throw a light on you? To see you player, to know you, to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time there was a player. The player was you, Rad. Thank you. Sometimes it thought itself human on the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circle. I can't keep up. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of a world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white, the days were short, there was much to do, and death was a temporary inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things, in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing, sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed to watch words on a screen. Shut up! No matter. The atoms of this player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. The woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And the woman player awoke from the warm dirt. And the player was a new story never told before, written in letters of DNA. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by a source called. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. What? The 7 billion atoms of the player body were created long before this game in the heart of a star, so the player tunes information from a star, and the player moves through a story which is a forest of information planted by a man called Julian on a flat infinite. Who's Julian? Marcus! Shush, shush! Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes it built a model of the universe in its head, flicks of energy moving through various space planets and stars. Sometimes it believed there was a universe. Why is everyone telling me to stop? You are the player reading words, no Sherlock. This is a movie, not gonna lie. I don't like this. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night sky of the winter, where coming from my a million massive of the sun boiling its planets in order to visible for a moment to the player walking over the far side of the universe, couldn't he found food for inside the film in order about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity in the world around the okay. And the universe said, I love you too, universe. And the universe said everything you need is within within me. And the universe said you are stronger than you know. I doubt that. And the universe said you are the daylight and the night. That's just contradictory. And the universe said the darkness you fight is within you. No, Sherlock. And the universe said the light you seek is within you. What? And the universe said you are not alone. And the universe said you are not separate from every other thing. And the universe said you are the universe tasting itself. Sorry, what? What? The universe tasting itself? Yo, this is some fanfic! And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreams better, and the player was the universe, and the player was love. You are the player. Wake up. That was so boring, holy shit. Genuinely the worst piece of shit I've ever seen in my entire life.